right, greetings and welcome back. Hello. Today is sun energy, and I just want to talk about the sun. I've been in a very creative space looking at other people's creations and creating my own things today, and I wanted to talk about that energy of creation. So let's talk about the sun in the first house. So the sun represents loosely, let's say, who you are, right? How you identify yourself, how you take action, the spark that you bring into this reality, what you are looking to become, right? The sun energy, it's your light. It's where you shine your light. So what happens when the sun moves into the part of the chart that is you, your first house? So today we're going to talk about the sun in the first house, what it naturally means, and what it feels like when it transits. When we think about the sun in astrology, we think about a lot of the core meanings that come up. The sun representing your identity, your life force, which is your vitality, and your sense of self. It's not just who you are, it's how you radiate to the world. That's why the sun can be a very action-orientated sign, and the sun can shed light on something that is looking to change in action. It's how you radiate to the world, so it's how you experience the sun can be different, just depending on your awareness, your presence, and your ability to express yourself. That's kind of how you experience the sun energy as a planet, okay? So we're talking about it as a planet. It's the part that says, this is me energy. That's what the sun is. So when the sun moves into the first house, it's experiencing its own life, right? The first house core meaning is usually the self, the body, the identity in motion, how people personally experience you. That is the first house. It's how you enter life. This is where your rising sign sets up your chart. It is a very integral house because it starts everything. So the first house brings the energy of your presence. It brings the energy of your own energy that you bring to the world and how people immediately experience you. A lot of times when your sun is not in the first house, people might experience you as your first house energy, whatever your rising sign energy is, as opposed to your sun, because it's their initial interaction with you. It's not who you think you are, it's how you show up. So let's talk about what happens when the sun moves into the first house in your natal chart. You were born this way. When the sun is in the first house natally, your identity is front and center. You don't hide easily. You don't blend in easily. You're meant to be seen. The magnetism of the light, the spotlight, is on how you show up and how other people see you showing up. You're just meant to be seen. The spotlight is on you, right? This placement creates strong presence. Have you ever been around someone and their energy is just, it's captivating. It's captivating. They could have sun in their first house natally. It's a strong individuality when the sun is in the first house. How you personally identify yourself and represent yourself is very much on display. It's very strong, and it's a natural sense of self-expression. So you express yourself without needing a lot of extra boost of confidence from outside of you. You bring your own light to the party. You are the light in the party. People feel like I guess I'll put it this way. People feel you before they fully know you because they feel your energy, the presence, because it's shining so strong. This a lot of times can, if you have a Leo rising, it can resonate particularly kind of like this because of the sun energy and the connection it has to Leo. But we're talking about sun in the first house. So the challenge when you have sun in the first house can be over-identifying with yourself, right? Seeing yourself as the ultimate epitome and not being able to see the light of others, right? Over-identifying with the self. Feeling like everything revolves around you. Too much sun can burn things, right? Too much sun can burn things. We need balance of elements. So if you're too much focused on your light, you might burn other things around you, experiences, other people, interactions, just being very self-indulgent, which it's good to indulge in your sense of self, but remember, you also exist here with others too. So shine your light, be you, but also remember there are other people here too that are here to be themselves too. So the lesson is learning how to be yourself without needing validation from the world around you. So being able to just be you, not needing a stage. I just wrapped hair in my ring. I don't like that. Not needing to express yourself for the applause or the appreciation of others. When the sun is transiting the first house, it's a little bit different than when it's natally there. Like natally, that just means this is a lifelong experience that you're going to be growing into, learning how to live with this sun in the first house and how you're always going to be received in this very big, can't hide kind of way, and learning how to balance that with interacting with other people. So when it's transiting, the energy is shifting towards yourself, right? You're more focused on your own identity. You're more aware of how you show up to the world, and you're more, I guess, your desire to express who you are becomes stronger. You naturally become more visible. Sun is transiting the first house is a great time if you're looking to reintroduce yourself to the world or bring a spotlight to how you personally are interacting with others. So it could be a good time, depending on what you're trying to accomplish in life, to take advantage of sun transiting your first house. So what you can do with it is you can initiate things. This is a great time to start any type of business or project that is centered around your personal reality, your personality. Show up, show out. You're on stage. The spotlight is on you when the sun is transiting the first house, and take up space, because that is what the sun wants you to do. It wants you to take up space, and you'll find the balance of where that space is meant to fill. Take up the space, be confident, know you're that person, you're that deal. You don't have to downplay that or think you need to be humble. I think that whole mantra and energy that people tried to pass around of like, oh, be humble, was a identity killer in this world. And I don't think it's about being humble. I mean, you can call it that if you want to. I just don't resonate with being humble. I just resonate with be love, right? So shine your light on yourself, big up yourself, cheerlead for yourself, say I'm that person, I'm the deal. Like, celebrate yourself, but also celebrate others, cheerlead for others, spread the love, so that it doesn't become so ego focused to where you can't see anyone else's light. Take up your space though. Take up your space. There's enough space for everyone to take up. And that means you take up your space and know that others will have their space, because you're going to you're going to put the spotlight on them too, and not just live in the space of comparison. I can't stand comparison. It really is the thief of joy, and that's a very wonderful analogy to think about when we think about sun energy. And sun is a very joyful energy, and if you compare, it's going to take away the joy of things. Just allow two things to exist and be separate, and find the benefits and the beauty in both things. They don't have to be similar. There can be contrast without comparison. So let yourself be seen. That's really what's going on, what you can do when the sun is transiting your first house. So the experiences you may feel when you're feeling a transit through the first house is you may feel more confident, more energized, and more aware of your presence. And if you're not feeling these energies, you need to look at what is aspecting your sun transiting the first house, or even back to natally, if your sun being natally in the first house. If you're not feeling this energy, something might be aspecting in order to start a conversation, to create an experience for you to grow and evolve to a different place, so that you can feel the energy that the sun is representing when it's in this house. So it's like your life force is being pulled to the surface. It wants to be seen, and it's trying to create the reality in this space by bringing you experiences directly to how you personally identify, so that you can bring some light into the world. The sun in the first house is here to identify uh, meeting expression. It's who you are becoming visibly. And it's a wonderful placement to have, and it's a wonderful transit to experience. So even if you natally don't have this placement, you do have a chance to experience this energy directly when the sun is transiting this space, or in your progressed chart when you are going through a progressed sun year. You can be feeling the amplification of the sun energy. It just might not necessarily be in your first house if it's not if your sun energy doesn't transit your first house natally. But no matter what, one time during the year, you're always going to have your sun transiting your first house. So look at what zodiac sign is in that first house and be mindful of when the season comes for that zodiac sign. That is your transit of the first house. You're like, it's transiting your rising, and that's a really good energy to re-identify and reintroduce yourself to the world. I think it's a beautiful time. It's almost like the power of a birthday, but it's amplified in a different kind of way. So you're not here to hide your identity. That is what the sun always wants to teach you. You're meant to embody it. So have you experienced the sun in your first house before? One, I know you have, but you might not have realized it. You can look back in your life and go and look and see when it was transiting, and what were you going through? What were you experiencing? What did it feel like? And when is the next time the sun is going to transit your first house? And if you natally have the sun transiting your first house, how do you feel in your everyday life, knowing that the sun spotlight is always on how you are, how you present yourself, and how people receive you? So this video was fun to talk about. I just wanted to do a quick one today talking about the sun. I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna go eat. The sun is behind the clouds today, but I am in yellow, so I will be the sun for us. And yeah, it's so funny. I put glitter on my ear today, and I keep rubbing it, forgetting, and then I'm just covered in glitter everywhere. So it's just a day to shine and just to play and to see what happens. So I love you guys. Thanks for showing up to my channel. I don't think I introduced myself. My name is Kyra. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching the video. If you like, subscribe to the channel for more videos. Like this video if you enjoyed the topic. And yeah, enjoy sun energy and learning about sun transiting the first house in astrology. I love you. See you later.